Money. Money in this world today shouldn't mean everything to you, but it should mean enough, because if you don't have enough of it, then it can be a problem financially. That is why choosing a place to protect and place your money is very important. I never understood how important it was until I had the job opportunity to work at Missouri Electric Cooperative Employees Credit Union. My family and I had always banked at Jefferson Bank in Jefferson City, Missouri, but once I got the job at the credit union, I realized how much more beneficial credit unions are to their patrons than banks are. Now, according to vocabulary.com, a patron is someone who supports someone or something financially. So patron basically means like a member. So today I'm going to talk about how credit unions are more beneficial to their patrons for 3 factors. 1, you're a member versus a customer. 2, nonprofit versus for-profit. And then lastly, the democratic process. So let's first dive into my first point of member versus customer. Credit unions ultimately have members. According to Missouri Electric Credit Union.com, you may complete an application with a minimal deposit of $25 as your share. That remains in your savings, which basically means that you benefit from no minimal fees. You never get charged for that. You have high dividend rates and low interest rates. So basically you're benefiting from that instead of all those different things with, hey, having a low dividend rate and high interest rates that banks are trying to profit from. Whereas banks have customers, money goes towards the stockholder. So stockholder is kind of the higher up people who own the most in the bank. Money goes towards the stockholder, and Risk and Reward says that banks charge fees for services to manage their accounts and earn money back from overdraft. Overdraft is basically when you pull money that you don't have already in that account. Now let's talk about not-for-profit versus for-profit. Credit unions are not-for-profit. According to Devin McDonald, which is my office manager at Missouri Electric Credit Union, he says that credit unions are set up as not-for-profit entities that utilize their profitability to benefit their members. We do this because you're putting your share into our account, so that means you're going to benefit from it instead of it going to the stockholders. Banks are for-profit and are responsible to generate that income for their stockholders. It's a business. Investopedia tells, because shareholders are the owners in the company, they reap the benefits of the success they make. So instead of going to the credit union and us making a bunch of money that year, it goes out to all of our members. Whereas the for-profit, it goes to the higher up people in power. Now let's talk about the democratic process. Credit unions elect board members. Specifically at Missouri Electric Credit Union, we hold an annual board meeting each year where our members basically vote on who our board of directors should be. So each credit union is governed by a board elected by and from the credit union ownership. So banks have investors, but they are basically the higher up people who generate that income like I was talking about. They are comprised of the investors in the bank who focus on making the money for themselves and the other investors that are in the bank. So again, instead of going out to the members, having a good year, generating a lot of money, it goes back to all the members. This just specifically goes to the investors. So that's the difference between the democratic process and specifically the not-for-profit versus for-profit. So in conclusion, it's ultimately up to all of you where you want to place your money. But I just wanted to let you guys know that credit unions are in fact the best versus banks on benefiting their patrons, which is basically their members, in the long run. you as the members reap the benefits. They don't make a profit off of you, and it ultimately gives you the voice in who your board of directors is. So again, it's your choice where you want to put your money, but if you would rather be a member versus a customer, credit unions are definitely the way to go, because ultimately it's your money, so you want to protect your money and reap the benefits off of it.